I'm Nadia Savaini. I'm a director in our business law team, and today I'm going to be talking to you about electronic signatures. So before the pandemic, we already had electronic signatures being widely used in our community. We certainly had electronic conveyancing that was already on the scene, but certainly the pandemic had the effect of changing our priorities from a wants-based priority to a need-based priority. Suddenly we had people who were working from home and remotely and who still needed to finish their transactions but couldn't do so by going to see a witness or signing other than electronically. Electronic signature can come in many forms and is quite often misunderstood and compared to, say, signing something in pen and then emailing it to somebody else. That's not quite electronic signature. That is still a method of completing a transaction electronically, and that's been widely available now for quite some time. But electronic signature is more specifically affixing a mark of some kind digitally to a document, and it could be as simple as typing your name in a document, or as more complicated like using an application like DocuSign or Acrobat to sign a document electronically. So electronic signature does still come with some risks, which is the reason why governments have been a bit slow in implementing legislation to make it happen. The primary risk is, of course, as you would expect, the question as to whether the person who is signing the document was the person who affixed the electronic signature. And obviously different electronic signature providers will give you different options of making sure that that's the case and making sure that the electronic signature is enforceable. So for example, platforms that come with authentication methods like using a passcode or PIN number will certainly make for a more enforceable electronic signature. Unfortunately, there are still some documents that can't be signed with electronic signature. Fortunately, most everyday agreements can be signed by electronic signature, but there are some agreements such as deeds, which are specific documents often having that name that cannot be signed by electronic signature, or that the legal fraternity would agree shouldn't be signed by electronic signature. There are also a number of documents like land titles documents where legislation specifically states how those documents must be signed, or where the government department itself will simply not allow electronic signature to be used.